Hi everybody. So, do you hear me well? Hey Jerry. All right. So today I got a little presentation for you before the launch begins. Here we go. So today's mission. Hey Billy. Today's mission is called The Owl's Night Continues by RocketLab, and we're gonna go over a couple questions. What is RocketLab? How many rockets do they have? And then a couple facts about today's mission. No sound. Can you hear me? Yes, there is sound. Yeah. Oh, my light just died. All right. So RocketLab, founded by Peter back in 2006 in New Zealand. They later on moved to California in the United States, but they still launch from New Zealand. Sorry about that. Sometimes it's I only have one screen, so it's a little complicated sometimes. Now we're gonna have a look at what rockets they have. Well, they actually only have one rocket that is operating right now. It's the Electron rocket. It's flown 23 times already, and well, they've launched it 23 times. It's designed to be reusable, although today they are not trying to, or they will not try to catch it. And it's 18 meters in height, 1.2 meters in diameter. You can see also the feet measurements to the right. And it's a 2-stage rocket, and can deliver a payload of up to 300 kilograms or 661 pounds to low Earth orbit. And it's made of carbon composite, and it uses liquid oxygen and kerosene to propel its engines. It's a cool rocket, and it's one of the small class rockets. I mean, compared to the Atlas V rocket or Falcon 9. All right. Now, then we have the Neutron rocket, which is still in development, and yeah, this is the one some people well, refer to as a slight to Starship-ish looking, but it actually looks really good. And this one is designed to go to Mars and Venus, and for mainly, well, not, I don't know if mainly, but for sure for interplanetary missions. And I hope this one succeeds, and there is not only Starship going to Mars, but also Neutron. And this one will be pretty big. It's designed to be 40 meters in altitude, in height, 131 feet, and 7 meters in diameter. For comparison, a Starship is 9 meters in diameter, and I think 50 meters in height. So it's not really that far away from the measurements of Starship. And it will be able to deliver a payload of 8 tons to low Earth orbit. Wow, that's a lot. And it will use, similar to Starship, a propellant mixture of liquid oxygen and methane. I imagine liquid methane as well, because gaseous methane, you know, that's yeah, that takes too much space volume. Yeah, and it will be able to deliver up to 1500 kilograms to Mars or Venus. So I'm actually really looking forward to this one. So, I don't know when this one is going to be launched. Let me check. Let me check the data. Neutron, well, the data, Wikipedia. Well, it was announced last year in March, so I imagine we won't be seeing any neutron rockets, at least for a couple of years, or Okay, I don't find any delivery date or completion date, so yeah, we'll see. But I hope it doesn't take too long. Although, I mean, Starship is being developed really fast. So I imagine, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years to the upper limit. I hope that it takes RocketLab to develop Neutron. We'll see. But yeah, I hope it doesn't take too that long. I'm constantly swapping back and forth between the YouTube studio to see if anyone has written anything in the chat and then the presentation. I only have one screen, so yeah, that's why it's not so fluid, everything. So today's mission, it has a beautiful name. The Owl's Night Continues. It will be delivering a batch of satellites for a Japanese company. I forgot the name, but I can show you in a bit, a little bit more of information. It will be launched into low Earth orbit, into a polar orbit. We're gonna go over that in the next slide, and it will launch from RocketLab Launch Complex 1B, Pad 1B, and all the previous launches from Electron from this rocket have been carried out from Pad A, and today's the first time that it will launch from Pad B. So yeah, that's also important to mention. And yeah, their launch station is in Maya Peninsula. Sorry if I mispronounced that. From New Zealand. Actually, I'd like to visit New Zealand. I've only seen pictures of the landscape, and of course from Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I'd like to visit those places and sets. Yeah. So far so good. Okay. So what's a polar orbit? Well, basically, it's when the satellite passes above or nearly above both poles. So instead of above the equator, it will go from north to south or from south to north. And the interesting fact about polar orbits is that it's a lot harder to deploy a payload on a polar orbit in comparison to I forgot the word again, to equatorial orbits, because you don't in a polar orbit, what happens is that you don't have the rotation of the Earth to help you with the launch, and so you need, for the same payload, you need a bigger rocket and more propellant and basically more thrust and power to deploy a payload in a polar orbit. But it will be done today regardless, so let's hope it goes well. volumes. Hey John! Volumes are super low. Okay, let me fix that. Thank you for letting me know. Oh yeah, it was really low. Okay, sorry about that. Now you should hear me clearer and louder. And yeah, thank you for your attention in this presentation, little presentation, 10 slides about today's mission and RocketLab. And the next step is the launch itself, which should be happening in should be happening let me find it. 15 minutes. RocketLab will go live. All right. So, let me know. Did you like this little presentation? For those of you who got to watch it, I just thought it would be a good idea to present little bit of data about the mission, about the company, the rockets that the company has, and yeah, let me know if you liked it. For tomorrow, I'm planning on doing the same for the Atlas 5 launch. I'll see what I can come up with. Yeah. And yeah, thanks for letting me know, John. Okay. I had a... Okay, so I'm gonna close this one and pull up the RocketLab Twitter and look at a couple of tweets. Let me see how it looks. It looks decent, alright. So, as I mentioned, this for those of you who didn't see it, who didn't watch it, today will be the first launch from by RocketLab from their Pad B. All the previous launches had taken place, or have taken place from Pad A. So I wanted to show you the company. Well, first, before I forget, today they would try to recover the first stage, but today it won't be the case. Let me highlight this. They're just going to test other things. We're continuing to test systems associated with recovery, including enhanced batteries to boost performance of the second stage to offset any mass gains associated with first stage recovery systems. Okay, so yeah, do not expect any recoveries today. Although I didn't know this, but if the rocket is to be recovered, it is marked with a red kind of it's like a bandana. It's like the rocket is carrying a bandana. Yeah. back to what I wanted to show you. They're launching a batch of satellites for the company Synspective. It's a Japanese company, and actually, this is the actual name of the mission. Although I very much prefer the name of the old night continues, and yep. Let me see if I can. Well, let me read the chat. Is Peter back kicking off today with some more SpaceX fighting talk, do you think? We'll see. He's been, in fact, pretty vocal about SpaceX, but I find it, I don't know, funny. I think a little bit of beef is always healthy. But yeah, I hope he sticks to his rocket and his mission. But I don't know it. If he makes any remarks or comments, it will be surely funny. Yeah. I'm trying to find any information about today's mission, or more information, better, to be more precise. So here is the explanation as to why the mission is called, or also called, the old night continues. It is oftentimes a tradition that space companies create a mission name or an iconic mission patch emblem for their respective satellite launch missions. In honor of this, and in partnership with RocketLab, we named the Strix, I don't know how to pronounce that one, that letter, satellite launch, the Owl's Night Continues. From the previous mission, the Old Nights begins, to the Old's Night continues. The Strix satellite series derives its name from a parliament of Olds. Night demonstrates SAR's capabilities to detect changes in the Earth's surface, independent of weather conditions on Earth and at any time of day or night. The last word continues illustrates that this is the second satellite of many to come, and Synspective's presence in the skies keeps expanding. Okay, that makes sense. It's historical. Hope they're still friendly. Yeah, you know, I hope that too. It's I mean, it will. I think it will be friendlier. Well, I don't know. I wanted to compare it to Blue Origin, but Jeff Bezos actually doesn't say that much, or so I've perceived it so that way. But yeah, hopefully they stay friendly. And still 8 minutes to go for the actual live stream. Okay. So I'm gonna grab a drink and wait for the stream to go live. The stream from RocketLab. I'll see you in a minute. Be right back. Alright, I am back. They should be going live any minute now. Let me... Oh, hello. Yeah, they have really cool rockets. I especially like the black mated color that they rockets have, and yeah, I also like their, I don't know, the fantasy behind it. You know, if you go to their web page and go to the rocket section, well, I like the fact that the designs are based on electrons and neutrons, and you know, especially the upcoming Neutron. I think it's really cool. It might be a little bit too similar to Starship. I mean, almost the same measurements, and it's propelled by liquid oxygen and liquid methane as well. But you know, it's cool to see them doing or undertaking such a project as well. This one is also designed to go to Mars and Venus, and you know, for interplanetary missions. So yeah, I'm happy that they're doing that. And they still don't want to go live. I'm gonna check Twitter. Join us for today's live 20 minutes. Okay. They tweeted this for 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna refresh. Okay, they still are not live. Well, I guess we'll just wait. In the meantime, we can keep talking about this cool rocket. Well, we can take a look at the Electron one. Launch Electron. This is the one that is going to launch today. It has flown, or today's the 24th launch. It has flown already 23 times. And it has deployed 109 satellites successfully so far. And yeah, it's reusable, but today they're not recovering the first stage. They want to test a bunch of other stuff, so yeah, sad to that we're not gonna see a catch attempt today, but maybe next time. This one, nope, still nothing. I'm wondering, I have to pull up the measurements and the data from Falcon 9, because I want to compare both rockets. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, the Falcon 9 is 70 meters in height, whereas this one is only 18. But yeah, I forgot this one is a small class rocket, or smaller class category. And yeah, well, that, I mean, it can only take 300 kilograms to low Earth orbit, so that explains why it's not that high, not that tall. And yeah, it uses a more traditional liquid oxygen kerosene propellant mixture compared to the more modern liquid oxygen, liquid methane well, Mother actually it's being tested by Starship and SpaceX, and also will be used as well for the Neutron rocket from RocketLab. Okay. Do we have any news? Oh, they are live. They are live. Woo-hoo. Finally. I cannot provide sound. I'm sorry about that, but I mean the actual sound that comes from the live stream. But at least I can show you the footage. So yeah, the live stream has officially begun. And thank you for being here, by the way. This is actually my first rocket launch live stream, and I haven't done a live stream since the James Webb Space Telescope launched, and then I did all the live streams about its journey that month, the month of January, and yeah, now I have a new connection, a lot more internet speed, so yeah, that's why you're watching me today in a live camera. And yeah, let's see how it goes, how the channel evolves. Tomorrow I'm doing I'll also be live for the ULA launch from Cape Canaveral. Let me look that up. Yeah, but tomorrow I'll be here as well for the United Launch Alliance launch. Da-da-da. Tomorrow is going to be a Atlas 5 at 4:38 p.m. Eastern Time. Ooh, that's gonna be a little bit late here in Germany. Where are you guys watching from, by the way? I haven't asked you yet. They're still not showing any footage. South of England. I'm actually going to London on the 28th of March in about 4 weeks. I'm gonna visit a friend of mine. He's actually from Leeds, and it was through him that I first learned how, or when I first heard what the Northern England accent sounds like. You know, I was used to hearing things like mushroom, and then he says, the first time I met him, we talked about food, and then I hear him saying mushroom, and I went like, what? Why do you say mushroom? And then he explained me. At the time, I was learning English. I still am. So, especially when it comes to speaking fluently. But yeah. So yeah, that's the story why how I'm going to London on by the end of March. And we still don't have any footage. Oh no. Oh yes. There we go. Hey, welcome. So they're launching in about 17 minutes. We're closer to 18, but yeah. Woohoo! And they have backup opportunities in case today's launch doesn't pan out for the next 15 days. So yeah, but it looks good for today, the weather. Accents and regional dialects, characters' mannerisms change dramatically every 20 miles. Yeah, I believe that. I absolutely believe that. Oh look, it's Peter Beck. So yeah, they build Pad B actually basically to uh, up the launch cadence, so they can basically launch more rockets more rapidly as they get new contracts and to launch more payloads. I'm wondering where they are going to launch their future Neutron rocket from, because that one is going to be almost as big as Starship. So that's gonna be a sight to behold. Yeah, they're saying that they are really lucky to have gotten that launch site. And if you look at it, it's gorgeous, right? It's really, really beautiful. I wish SpaceX had a launch site like that. I mean, Boca Chica and Cape Canaveral is also really, really pretty. But I also like that kind of rocky landscape. You know what you see in Iceland or in the northern parts of England. I don't know. Do you have such landscapes like that in South England, John, or is it rather Ireland, Northern Ireland, and maybe Scotland as well? I'm gonna close this one. So 11 more minutes to go. Everything looking nominal. You have words. Yeah, that's not everyone can say that. That's pretty cool as well. So I went to it's getting hot in here. Alright. 6 minutes to go. 6.5 minutes to go. So you can see the red strip on the around the head of the rocket. I don't know if that below. No, that doesn't belong. Right below the fairing, and that means in theory the first stage of the rocket should be recovered in a nominal launch, but today they're not gonna try to recover the first stage. They actually want to try test a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, no recovery today. And we have a go for flight. Operators at range and mission control have confirmed Electron is go for flight. Let's go. That's how they... Wait. Is that how they cut him? No. Or is that a test to simulate? What is it? I didn't have the audio on. I didn't hear what they say. What they said. Yeah, but if that's how the first stage is recovered, using a parachute and then picking it up from whenever it lands. Or do they recover it in mid-air? I'm not sure right now. I will have that information by the next time RocketLab launches. By the way, for those of you who want to join my channel as a galactic space beetle, you can get those or these emojis: space beetle and a starship, and also a lip hair, crane, and also a James Webb Space Telescope. I think I am a magician, marketer. I only have one membership level because I don't know what else to offer you right now. But yeah, in case you were wondering. And 2 minutes to go. Okay, so the internal flight computer from Electron has taken over the countdown to launch. 1.5 minutes to go. You know, it's always the same. It's just a RocketLab launch, but you always feel this butterflies, this crippling in the fingers whenever RocketLab is going to launch it. I forget how to talk. 1 minute. Oh, what's going on? Oh, sorry about that. So 20 seconds to go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. So it's in the air. 3.5 kilometers in altitude. Thousand kilometers an hour. And about to reach max Q, maximum aerodynamical pressure. And the next step will be main engine cutoff, after which the second stage will light up and continue to carry the payload to low Earth orbit. Everything looking nominal, 50 kilometers in altitude. Well, I was gonna say 6,000 kilometers an hour, but it's already at 7,000, so I think I won't bother counting the kilometers per hour out loud. So here we have Miko. Stage separation successful. Whee! Nice. What a view. That nozzle looks like CGI, but I think it's actual footage. Yeah, that's actual real footage. Yeah, it is, definitely. Oh, and those the fairing halves have been jettisoned. And everything continues to work nominally. And the next steps will be battery jettison and the kick stage separation, payload separation. almost T plus 4 minutes. Electron pops its parachute, it floats down, and Peter catches it with a pair of giant foam. So the batteries are about to be swapped. So there they go. Bye bye batteries. Yeah, everything looking nominal. T plus 6 minutes 40 seconds. Oh, it froze. No. No. Stay. For tomorrow I'll try to get the audio from the actual live stream, because for today I couldn't figure it out. So that you also can hear the commentary from RocketLab, or in tomorrow's case from ULA themselves, for mission control. That's sweet. Thank you for being here, Clement. Yeah. Good night. Beautiful launch. The Earth looks like an actual sphere. Who knew? Dishy McFlatface, yeah. There are those who think the Earth to be a display disc, Discman disc. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have that much to comment, to say on those matters, on that matter. Okay. So, we still now the rocket will stay in orbit for 50 minutes until it has reached the highest point, the apogee, and then the engines will reignite again for a couple more minutes to deploy the satellites into the final orbit. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna wait 50 minutes. I have to go to bed, I have to work tomorrow. But tomorrow I'll be here for the Atlas V rocket launch. So I'm gonna do a little presentation as well from the launch, and let's see what I can include in there. And thank you for being here. With that, I will end the stream. Oh, and tomorrow I'll try to figure out the audio so that you can hear the live commentary from the launch itself, and not always me. Okay, with that, thank you for being here, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.